Okay, now we're recording. We're going to go ahead and start with Crystal. Crystal, take it away. And if I think of anything that just has to be asked, I'll interrupt because I'm really good at being rude like that.
Okay, great. Okay, so for those who don't know me, my name is Crystal. I've been in for 6.5, almost 7 years. And in that time, like in the very beginning, I worked a full-time job. It was awesome. I made super, super good money at my job. And then Amber Manning, she invited me to what used to be just like this party that they used to do. Like, it was a huge opportunity / rap party. Like, literally there would be tons of people there. And so anyways, we would go, I went with Amber to it, and Amber had already signed up, and she asked me if I would sign up, and I told her, okay, I'll pray about it, blah, blah, blah. Ended up signing up, guys. Went Diamond, and I think it was like 2015, and then I kind of just dropped off the face of the earth. I went Diamond, and then I was like, yes, I did it. I got me a $10,000 bonus. And then just after that, I was like, okay, I don't want to do this no more. Something that you'll learn about me is I'm like super transparent. Like, I'm very, very open, guys. And one thing that I've always struggled with in life is consistency. Just being consistent in anything. And so consistency was something that I was just like struggling in. And so I dropped off, and then I would get back in, and then I would drop off, and then I would get back in. And I was so back and forth in this business. Well, then in 2017, I struggled with infertility for 14 years. So in 2017, the Lord told me that I needed to lose weight in order to get pregnant. So I started taking the Thermify. Okay, this is all it was, Thermafit then. I started taking the Thermafit. And in 4 months, I took it on and off. I exercised, did all that stuff. And in 4 months, I lost 70 pounds. And yeah, and then I ended up getting pregnant after 14 years of infertility. And so these products like kind of help. Yeah, exactly. The good old Thermafit. These products like really helped change my life, but still it did not get me on board with this business. I ended up getting pregnant. I had my daughter, then I had my son. I'm really trying to wrap the story up pretty quickly because I have a lot to say. And then after I had my daughter and my son, the Lord kept on bringing this opportunity back around to me. And I never left the business, but I was never consistent in the business. Like I said, I maintained Diamond for 1 month. And then after that, I was just done. I was like just back to inconsistent Crystal. And then about 2 months ago, the Lord just kept on bringing it back to me. Kept on bringing it back to me. You need to get back in the business. You need to get back in the business. And so I kind of just like, I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit just because I was so afraid of failure. I was so afraid that I was going to get back in and that I was just going to blow it. And so I didn't even want to try. That's just where my mindset was. But I was like, okay, I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to give it one more try, just one more try, God. And the Lord told me to do a vision board. So I did a vision board. It's right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's really tiny, but I did a vision board. And on my dream board, I was like so specific about the things that I want. And I had to get real with myself. And I had to tell myself, Crystal, the reason that you have not been successful in this business is because you have not been consistent. The reason you have not been successful in this business is because you have not put forth the effort that you need to. So I had to get real, and I had to get honest with myself, because I could blame this person. I could blame this person. I could do whatever I wanted to do. But until I got real with myself and said, the reason you haven't been successful is because of you, that's whenever my mindset started to change, whenever I got real with myself. So that was the first thing, was I wrote a vision board. The second thing, let me say this real quick. Since I've been back in, since I got back in pretty much like a month and a half ago, I have got back to Diamond, and I have not been Diamond since 2015, guys. I got back to Diamond. I signed 93 customers just last month. And also I signed 8 distributors. And it was really, guys, what it was a freaking mind shift change. Like, that's what it took. Like, it took me realizing, Crystal, you are the reason you're not being successful, so you need to do something about it, okay? So, like, it's just, like, it's crazy. Like, once we do what we know to do, then the success will follow us. Once we put those things in place, then success will follow us. Once we are consistent, then success will follow us. And so I just wrote down a few things that, just has helped me to go back diamond. I haven't been back diamond. I haven't been diamond since 2015. And I wrote on my vision board, guys, that my vision was to go back and maintain diamond for this year. And I'm already boxed in for double, and I'm going double this month. So, it's superseding what I could even think or imagine. So anyways, a couple things that I want to, just tips. The first thing is, the Lord told me, you need to brand yourself. So in order to be successful in this business, you need to brand yourself. You need to have your own brand. Guys, you see my shirt? It says coffee. There's 4 things that people identify me by, okay? 4 things that people know about me. 1, I am minister and I love Jesus. 2, I'm a mom after many, many years of infertility. 3, I love coffee. And 4, I'm a makeup artist. So whenever people see me, they relate me to those things. So the first thing you need to do is brand yourself. Yes, you are an It Works distributor, but beyond that, what are you? Who are you? You need to add value to people's life. You need, whenever people see you, they need to, be able to receive from you, not just the product, but just you as a person. People are drawn to you as a person. So the first thing is, make sure that you brand yourself. Tell who you are. Be real about who you are. Be real about your struggle. So that's the first thing. Like I said, Mama, I love Jesus. I love coffee, guys. I love coffee. I drink coffee a little bit too much. I drink coffee all day long. The keto coffee specifically. But guys, so much so, let me tell you, this is how much people identify me with coffee. They have got my order from Starbucks. People message me. And they say, what do you get from Starbucks again? And I'm like, girl, go get the sugar-free cinnamon dolce, and then you put it in your keto coffee, or you put it in your skinny brew. And people legit go buy that. Why? Because I have branded myself. So they're not, I wish we had some sugar-free sweetener or something. Because then I would be selling that to them. But guys, that you brand yourself to a point to where people follow what you do. People are it's like the stamp of approval. They're like, oh, I'm going to do that. She says it's that good. I'm sold. I'm going to go get it. So you have to brand yourself. Another tip is follow those who are successful. Do everything. Guys, be open to do every single thing. Do not be closed off to anything. If people are doing host to post and they're successful, try it. You're going to find out whether or not it's your niche. You're going to find out whether or not it's something that you should implement into your business. There's people on our team, they do these super drinks. And they sell these super drinks like belly to belly, guys, where they do the energy, the green, and then mix something else with it. And they legit sell these. And then they're able to not only make money right then and there, but then people turn around and they sign up. So be open to trying every avenue. Blitz, do belly to belly, do host to post. Do not be turned off to doing anything. Open your mind up. Follow those who are successful. And if it doesn't work for you, belly to belly sales, Tara, is face to face. Face to face is pretty much belly to belly. It's just, yeah, exactly, in person. But just be open to all avenues, guys. Don't shut off any avenue. I did that with host to post, and I regret it so much. In the beginning, I was like, I am not going to do host to post. That is too much work. You know, you got to message too many people. Guys, my business has thrived so incredibly much since doing host to post. So don't be closed off to doing anything. Follow those who are successful. You know, a lot of times we'll have that mindset, oh, I got my own way, I'm going to do it my own way. You know, we have that mindset, but then we miss out because of our closed off mindset. So just be open. Like, put yourself out there. Don't allow fear to stop you from doing anything. I was in Gatlinburg this weekend. There was an old man there and his daughter. I sold her the thermified eggs, and I got him some keto coffee, and he said he's going to message me. You know, it was, and so just be open. We were in the hot tub just talking, and I was able to bring up my story. So just be open. Like, do belly to belly, do host to post, just exhaust all avenues. For instance, my husband told me this. I hate YouTube. I really do. Like, I don't like recording the videos and editing them and doing all that. I'm a live type of person. So my husband told me, he said, you need to go on YouTube. You need to go on every single platform that's available. He's like, you need to, you know, expand your business. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing Instagram. I'm doing Facebook. I'm good. I don't want to do YouTube too. And he's like, Crystal, you just need to do it. You just need to try it. And I was like, ugh. So I bit my tongue and I did it like really grudgingly. I was like, I do not want to do this. But I went on and did it, guys. Literally within 5 minutes, I signed a loyal customer. So exactly, he is a smart man. So, you know, use every single avenue to your, you know, disposal. Like, just try it. You don't know if it's going to be your niche that's going to take you to that next level. So don't be closed off to anything. And then another thing is pain and solution, okay? People want an answer for their pain, okay? People want an answer for every single pain that they have in life. That pain could be their weight. That pain could be hair loss. That pain could be their finances. So whenever you are presenting something, don't just say, oh, I've got this keto coffee and it's really good and it's tasty and yeah, you can lose weight on it. No, you have to, like, what's from the heart reaches the heart. You say, oh my goodness, guys, like, I've struggled with my weight all my life. It's been such an issue for me, but I've been doing this keto coffee for this long, guys. My energy has increased. Like, tell the people, like, what it's done for you. Tell the people your pain, and then tell people the solution, because people are drawn to pain because they want to know that you're a real person. They want to know that you've had life experiences. They want to know that you've been through it. And then you present the solution. Just like, you know, there's like people that hold on. I got people messaging me, sorry. For some reason, mine just pops up. But like with the business, guys, like, talk about your pain. Talk about why you joined this business. What is the pain? What was the driving force for you joining this business? And then talk about the solution. Talk about what's come from it. And then be vulnerable, guys. Like I was saying, people want to hear from a real person. People want you being vulnerable. People want you being honest. People want you being open. Like, that's how people relate to you. Like, people know me as a hot mess mom. You know, I posted today, I was like, transparent. I call it transparent moments. And I'm like, guys, I need your prayers today because I am struggling as a mom over here. Like, people want you to be vulnerable. They want to know that you have real life experiences. Don't be a walking ad for it works. Don't be a walking billboard for it works. You know, like, implement the products, implement, our business with your everyday life, but also be a real person, be a genuine person, connect with people. Contact the unlikely. Okay. So we as people, okay, we could be stereotypical. We could be judgmental. That's just kind of how we are as people. We look at people and we make a judgment call off of how they look or, whatever the case may be. Contact the unlikely. Don't leave those people out. There's people on your page. There's people who you cross their path every day and you might think, oh my gosh, they would not be good at this business. I'm not going to contact them. Yeah, exactly. She won't want this. I'm not going to contact them. They're not going to want this. They're not going to be successful at this. Guys, that could be your runner. That could be your person who's going to help take your business to the next level. So contact the unlikely. Last night, I was scrolling. Okay, I was just scrolling. And there was a picture of a girl who popped up. Her name was Crystal. And it was a beautiful name. Beautiful, beautiful name, Crystal. Yeah. So her picture popped up, and I literally felt drawn to her. I hate cold messaging people. Okay, exactly, Tara. So I hate cold messaging people. But I messaged her, and I said, and I was very honest with her, and I said, hey, girl, can I be weird for a minute? And that immediately broke the ice. And she was like, sure, be weird. And I said, I just have to tell you, I passed your picture and I felt drawn to contact you. I said, it makes me uncomfortable messaging people. And I said, I want to know, have you ever thought about doing this business with me? And I said, I wouldn't usually message. I'm just paraphrasing. Like I said, I wouldn't usually message people, but I would kick myself if I didn't. Because I don't know if you could benefit from this. And she was like, oh my gosh, girl, I don't even know this girl from Adam. She's just on my page. I have went back and forth about joining you on this business, blah, 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 blah. And now she is supposed to be signing tomorrow. That's the thing. Like, contact the unlikely, guys. Contact those people who you wouldn't think to contact. And if you feel drawn to contact them, guys, there's a reason you feel drawn to contact them. Like, so contact them, get over yourself, okay? You're going to get no's, okay? Don't let it be like the end of your day. Don't make you feel bad. Like, let it drive you, because the more no's you get, you're going to get to that yes, guys, and that could be your runner. So contact the unlikely. Another thing, speak what you want. Mindset is huge. Like, like people are always talking about, like, it starts here. If you don't think you're going to do it, you're not. You're not going to do it. So that's why personal development is super important, but also speaking what you want, putting it out there. I'm going to go double diamond this month. I'm like, it might not look like you're going to go double diamond, but go ahead and speak what you desire. Our words are seeds. Just like every single person that we talk to, we're planting a seed. Our words are seeds. So what we say, that's what we're going to reap in our life. So make sure that you're speaking what you want. A scripture kept on coming to me like a week ago. It says, you have not because you ask not. You don't have those people in your business because you're not asking them. Those people are not partnering with you because you're not asking them. Those people are not becoming your customers because you're not asking them. You have not because you ask not. So make sure that you are presenting this to people. Another thing is, be the kind of leader that you would want to have. Even if you have nobody to lead yet, I want you to act like you're leading 100 people. Be the kind of leader that you would want to have. Be the kind of leader that you'd want your kids to have, Be that kind of leader. Be consistent. Be a go-getter. And be an encourager. Even if you're not naturally an encourager, be an encourager. Be the type of leader that you would want to have. And that's the type of people that you are going to draw to you. If you are a leader, even when you have nobody to lead, guess what? You're going to draw some leaders. So be the type of leader that you want to have. And then this is the last tip, and then you can get to questions if you have questions, anybody. When placing orders, okay? What I have found whenever this is me personally, okay? With my 93 customers last month, out of 93 of them, 90 of them I called and enrolled, okay? I have 2 children, okay? A 2-year-old and a 10-month-old screaming in the background, guys. But still, I called them. I said, they're like, hey, what's your website? What I found out is that whenever people ask for my website and they say, hey, I'm going to place my order, about 50% of them follow through, okay? But when I say, hey, you know what? If you don't mind, just put your number below and I'm going to call and I'm going to place your order for you. It'll take about 3 to 5 minutes. About 95% of those people follow through. So the difference was crazy from me giving my website and me saying, hey, let me call you. What that does is it builds a relationship. You're able to answer any questions that they may have. Yes, it takes 3 to 5 minutes out of your day. But guys, they hear my kids screaming in the background, and you know what I say to them? Excuse the background noise. I have a 2-year-old and a 10-month-old. And immediately they're like, oh. And so it's kind of like an icebreaker. And they're like, girl, I understand. I got kids and da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. And so, like, you're opening yourself up to these people. Like, whenever you say, hey, let me just give you a call real quick, I'll place your order for you. And whenever I did that, guys, like I said, I had a 95, probably like 98. I don't know where I'm getting these numbers, but it's pretty close. A 95 to a 98 completion rate versus 50% of people who say, hey, I'm going to go on and sign up, actually signing up. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking. If y'all have what's pi divided by 3, girl, I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, literally you started talking 2 minutes later. Christy's like, I'm not talking tonight because we need to hear more from her. She's amazing. She's on fire. Like, I guarantee you that everyone on here that has been to any of our other Zooms agrees that this is the best Zoom we've ever had because you literally brought it tonight. Oh my goodness. Okay. I wanted to ask you a couple things. I wanted to ask you, what is your task list? You said that you came back and you were consistent. So what is it that you're doing consistently every day? Because I agree, mindset is by far the most important thing, but finding something that vibes with you for like personal development is different for everybody, but a task list is generally pretty similar. So I'm curious to know what you're doing.
Okay, task list every single day, stories. Every single day I am on my stories, and I got that from somebody on here. Her name is Erica Edwards. Yes. So stories is so freaking important because like people don't want your timeline flooded. And so get on your stories, be goofy. Don't just post every single day. People see me making my coffee on my story. Every single day. I'm making my coffee on my story. I'm adding my sugar-free cinnamon dolce. I'm telling them what the keto coffee has done for me. I'm telling them what it can do for them every single day. And also every single day, I'm trying to bring a different coffee cup. And they know that about me now. Like, oh, I wonder what coffee cup she's going to have today, you know? So like bring it to your stories, you know, bring your personal life into your stories. The Thermophyte, I always do a boomerang. Okay. And mine always looks really stupid. I try to switch it up, but like, it's just not as cute as I would like it. But anyways, I do a boomerang with a Thermophyte and I say, boost metabolism, suppresses appetite, burns fat. Who wants to do this? So stories on Instagram and on Facebook every single day. So that's one thing I do every day. I'm really hot. That's one thing that I do every single day. And then another thing is my host to post. I try to get host to post in every single day. Do it every day? No, because I've been on vacation recently. And so those are the days that I haven't done it. But whenever I am at home, I do host to post every single day. And so do that. And then voice memos. That's another thing. I only do voice memos. And whenever I'm doing my voice memos, I say, hey girl, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to do this as a voice memo because I have 2 children under the age of 2. Journey's not under 2 anymore, but I still say it for some reason. I'm a liar. I'm just kidding. I have 2 children under the age of 2. And so I'm going to just voice record this for you real quick. They hear my voice. And so that's another thing. Whenever I'm messaging people, I'm making sure that they're hearing my voice. I am contacting people about the business every single day. At least 3 people every single day. I am contacting them about the business. And I'm very open with them and I'm very vulnerable with them and I make it very, very personal. And then every single day, I'm also feeding relationships. I am commenting on people's stuff. And I'm very genuine about it. I'm not saying, oh, I'm going to comment on her stuff because I want her to buy this. No, it's coming from a genuine place. Like I'm commenting on their stuff. That's all I can think of right now.
Okay, so your voice memos, are you recording them and sending them to yourself and then forwarding them, or are you doing individual voice memos?
I do them individual. And the reason that I do that is because I want to address them by name. Is it more time consuming? Yes, it is. But I want to address them by name. And I also want to address what they said, because some people will say crazy stuff like, is it free? Like on the HAP post, they'll be like, is it free? And I'll be like, girl, I wish it was free, but let me tell you what it does. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm connecting with them and their comment, and so that's why I always do like individual ones.
Okay, so you just like when you reach out to them from host to post, you go straight into what the product does. You're not like asking like what are your goals and blah blah blah. You're like just going straight into what it does.
I have a script because I only do Thermophyte. So let me tell y'all my script, okay?
She said I voice memo this 40 times a day. I got this on lock.
Exactly. So I say, hey, Jesse, it's Crystal. So I seen you had commented about the 90-day Thermophyte challenge. Just wanted to let you know it's an all-natural health supplement. It boosts your metabolism, suppresses your appetite, and it also is going to help you burn fat. Most people, when they're consistent, they pair it with a low-calorie or low-carb lifestyle as well as water, they'll lose an average of 31 pounds in the 90 days. It's usually 67. However, since you're doing the 90-day challenge, I'm going to give it to you for only $39 a month. Will that work for you? If so, I can go ahead and get you set up now. And most people, they comment and they say, yeah, girl, sounds good. And then I say, okay, what's your number? I'll call you and I'll get you set up. And that is like, that's how it goes the majority of the time, or people, ignore me. But
Okay, so have we found a way where I can go back and erase every conversation I've ever had and do that one instead? Because that's phenomenal. I love that. You just do it all up front. There's no like back and forth. I love, love, love that. Okay. So are you upselling too, or are you doing just, because you talk about your coffee. So my guess is you would be upselling once you're on the phone asking them at that checkout point.
I suck at upselling. I have not mastered that yet. In fact, somebody got mad at me because I did not upsell them. She was like, why didn't you tell me you was doing this 3 for $75? And I was like,
So like you fixed it since then, right? Because
I am getting better. I am definitely getting better at upselling. I had over like $500 in add-on orders last month because of me starting to upsell. So I'm getting better at it, but have I mastered it? Heck no. Yeah.
Okay. It's one of the few things I feel really confident about because I didn't use one product, so I'm not telling you about just one product, so I feel that. Okay, the other thing, are you more Instagram or Facebook, and do you do host to post on Instagram as well?
I am more Facebook, like 1,000% more Facebook, and I have never done host to post on Instagram.
Okay, so are you signing any customers from Instagram or no?
Yes, I sign customers from Instagram for my story alone.
Okay, so you're using your story to sign customers. What about interaction with stories? Are you interacting a lot? Like, I feel like your interaction is very heavy and like your messaging is kind of pulled back. Is that fair to say?
So my interaction with people is definitely heavier than messaging people. Like, I interact with other people's stories. I even was interacting with Erica's story, and I knew that she was a distributor. But interaction with stories is 100% my thing. Oh, girl, you're so funny, things like that. So yes, interaction with stories is definitely more heavy than messaging. However, my messaging mostly consists of responding to HAPs, responding to people's stories, and then just responding to people's messages or messaging those distributors every single day.
Okay.
But biggest thing is building your market, guys. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, I kind of came back in with a heavy following, but Amber said this. She said, you have to be worth following. You have to add value to people's life, and it really stuck out to me. And so, like, you have to be worth watching. Not saying I'm worth watching. I don't want to sound, whatever, but like, you have to add value to people's, what was that? Oh, okay. You have to add value to people's lives. And so that's the thing, is I constantly make sure that I am adding value to people's lives. And what happens when you do that is people trust you. People trust you, people trust your word, and then they message you, or whenever you say, look, I think you'd be phenomenal at this opportunity, they trust you. You know, they trust that you're going to lead them good. They trust that you're going to be a person of your word, and you're going to do what you say you're going to do by leading them good. And so whenever you build that relationship with people, you're building that trust, and people are going to connect with what you're doing.
No, you're fine. I can't talk anyway. I was just saying, I love that you talked about that, because that's kind of like the whole let me call you is also really building their trust in you, versus like they get to hear you're a real person. Like you said, your kids in the background, stuff like that. I actually just said today to one of my girls on a Zoom, I was like, I figured it out. It's not about messaging people, asking them to do Hosted Post anymore. It's voice memoing them. When you voice memo somebody, even if they've gotten the same message 100 times, you took time out of your day to say their name on a voice memo. Sometimes I can't pronounce their name. I'm like, hey, sorry I can't pronounce your name, but like, I agree. It's you're super cute though. I love that. I never thought about, if you've been around for a while and you've been doing Hosted Post as long as I have. I started Hosted Post back before Hosted Post was a thing, when it was, hey girl, quick question. And it was like, took you 10 minutes to get through the script. But putting it all together has just like changed so much. So why would we not do it with the product info and the price? Yeah. So I love that you said that. Does anybody have any other questions? You said you only use the TFX Hosted Post. Do you mind telling us what you're using for that? Somebody's going to ask somewhere when they keep recording.
Yeah, hold on. I can read it to you.
I firmly believe that it doesn't matter as long as we're doing the number thing, I think is what's more important personally, but.
Yeah, if you could take the 2 tablets a day for 90 days and lose up to 30 pounds, would you? My friend Crystal needs product models for her 90-day Thermify challenge.
Awesome. I love that. Okay.
The reason I use that is because it's personal to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to use whatever is personal to you. Like Erica, she would use the Skinny Brew because she's lost weight using the Skinny Brew. Like, so you want to use whatever is, like, being a product of the product is huge, guys. If you're not using the products, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Like, period. Use the products. Be a testimony of the products. Like, my story is huge. Like, I got pregnant after 14 years of infertility. I lost 70 pounds in 4 months, you know, like, and I'm still using the products after weight loss surgery, guys. Like, my hair was falling out. Legit. I don't know if y'all seen, I had huge, like I was talking about pain and solution earlier. You present pain and then you present the solution and people are going to be drawn to that. Like literally I had handful of hair from how much hair I'd lost from having weight loss surgery in November. I took the hair, skin, and nails for 28 days and it went down to this. Like, share your story. Be vulnerable. People are drawn to that. That's why people are going to, you know, take advantage of the products because they see it working in your own life. They want to, if you're not going to use it, then they're not going to partner with you. So you have to be a product of the product. That's probably, if I have any advice that's huge, it's that. Being a product of the product, period.
Agreed. And there's something about when you tell somebody an exact number of how much weight you've lost that just turns them into like a piece of Jell-O melting in your hand, because I talk about how I've lost weight all the time and I out of nowhere put the exact number, and I had 7 people message me within an hour. People who have been ignoring me for months just are like, I had no idea you lost that much weight. And I'm like, I talk about it all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
I had one more question. Oh, my last question, if nobody else has a question, we'll let you go after that, is if somebody ignores you, you said sometimes they ignore you. What do you do? Do you follow up with them again? Do you just say like, okay, I got to find the next person who's not going to ignore me? Because people are always talking about, especially new distributors who are going to watch this, they're going to say things like, well, I'd always get ignored. People ignore me. So just go ahead and address that for me, would you?
Okay, so for the ignorers out there, it depends on if they had commented before. Okay, if they had like commented on my host to post and they ignored me, or if they said that they was interested in the business before but they ignored me. I had one girl, she's like, yes, I am so ready to sign up. Well, then as soon, you know, because people type on the computer like that instead of like this now. Yeah, so she said, I am so ready to sign up. Guys, she did not sign up. And then so I messaged her like probably 3 days later, and I said, look, girl, don't be ignoring me. And I say stuff like that. I'm like, I know you there. Like, so I'm silly with people. Hold on, I don't know why this messenger's popping up. So like I'll message them, and then that same girl just messaged me today wanting to do products, and I said, okay, you could do the products, but also remember you said you're going to sign up. So I'm just really direct with people. I'm funny with people. I bring my personality in. So if people are ignoring me, it just really depends on the situation. It's like case by case basis. So I can't really answer that directly. It just depends on if they messaged me before. If they haven't messaged me before and they're just straight ghosting me, or if they haven't commented on something before and they're straight ghosting me, like I might run across their path, a few months later, but I'm not just hounding them or anything or just waiting to message them back. I move on because I don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste their time. And I definitely don't want to lose my voice with them in other areas where they might be receiving from me. Because like I said, I do ministry as well. So it just really depends. It's a case by case. Sorry, I couldn't answer that directly.
No, I love that because I agree with the same thing. Like, I think it's not a one size fits all. I think that's where the whole being yourself and being raw and vulnerable come in. There's the Bueller GIF or GIF, whatever you want to call it. That's my favorite one. Bueller. I send that to people all the time. I'm like, I mean, you're the one who commented and asked for me to help you. I'm still making money and losing weight whether you are or not. So
right.
Let me know.
Yeah. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for hopping on here. I know you have been really busy with your vacations, and I think it has been absolutely wonderful. And I can't wait to share this with everybody who wasn't on here tonight. But it'll be on my YouTube as soon as we get off of Zoom. I will upload it to my YouTube, and then you can go find it on my YouTube, and I'll send it in the team chat too. But this has been absolutely amazing. The only thing I need from you is I need you to send me a picture of yourself so that I can, hold on, wait, I'll just take that, so that I can put it as a thumbnail on the video because I want people to be able to find this video really easily. So thank you so much for sharing with us. You are amazing, and I can't wait to watch you go double.